We want to solve this word problem from physical science. Lauren throws a ball with an initial velocity of 40 feet per second. That's represented here. The equation for the height of the ball is given by this equation. The negative 16 t squared, this is acceleration due to gravity, and this is the initial height. So if I were to graph this, and what I would do is I would encourage you to graph this on your calculator and give yourself an appropriate window. This is what this graph looks like. So you see here's the equation. This is the initial position of the ball. Lauren throws it. It reaches a height of 30 feet after 1¼ seconds, and then it reaches the ground, and that's represented by the y here, at 2.619 seconds, or about 2.6 seconds. This is the solution we're looking for. So on your graphing calculator, if you graph this and view it in an appropriate window, my window is about 0 to 40 for the y values, the height of the ball, and 0 to anything out beyond here, 0 to 4 for the time. You can see this and find by using your zero utility, second calc 0, you could find this by using your calculator. Let's do it in another way, just to confirm this. So the key is when the ball hits the ground, then y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. So I could solve this by h or y. H is the height. Y is equal to, I'm going to go ahead and write this again, t squared plus 40t plus 5. So we can say, well, we want this to be equal to 0. To solve that, you can use a number of different methods, but let's try. Factoring may not be something we want to do. Let's use the quadratic formula. Opposite of b minus 40 plus or minus square root. Now let's figure out this discriminant. B squared, 40 squared, minus 4 times negative 16 times 5. This would be 1600. Now minus and a minus is plus. 4 times 16 is 64 times 5 is 320. So we have 1920. And we're going to take a square root of that, and let's just go ahead and use a calculator to do that. Get a calculator up here. 1920, and we want the square root. Let me find it here. I'm having trouble finding the square root button. There it is. So it's about 43.8. So this is the square root of 1920, and then all over 2 times a, 2 times negative 16. So we've got negative 40 plus or minus the square root of, and 43.8 should be close enough, plus or minus 43 43.8 all over negative 32. Now, if I subtract 43.8 from negative 40, I'm going to get negative 3.8 over negative 32. Or I'm going to get 83.8 when I negative 43.8. I'm sorry, that's a plus. Negative 43.8 over negative 32. Now let's simplify this one. This is equal to 3.8 divided by negative 32. It's about point. Now notice that's going to be a negative. So negative 0.118 or negative 0.12. And this other value is going to be positive 83.8 divided by 32. About 2.6, rounded, 2.6. This is a negative, this is our x, or t. Let's back this up. T is equal to one of those values, t in this case. This negative, that's negative time, and it doesn't, we don't need to consider that. It's 2.6 is our value. And just going back to here, 2.6 is the value we're looking for. So looking at the question, when will the ball hit the ground? It's about 2.6 seconds. So we need to write this in a complete sentence. Lauren throws the ball. When will the ball hit the ground? The ball will hit the ground approximately about 2.6 seconds after Lauren threw it. And that answers the question.